I'm Chef Plum, and I've made my entire career off serving fantastic local food. Nothing better than showing your family local pride than using local food from farmers.
Look at this. Business is booming, that's for sure.
Business is booming.
Supporting local farmers and artisans is one of the most important things we can do in any state. If we don't support these guys, we're gonna lose them. And not to mention, they make great products. Join me as I show you some of my favorite places right here in the Nutmeg State. Got a place that you love? Want to show off some hometown pride? Find us on social media and let us know.
Edible nutmeg on the road. It's no secret that I'm a giant pork fan. I mean, look at me. What can you say? I love pork belly, I love pork chop, I love bacon. If it's made with pork, chances are I'll probably eat it. That's why we decided to bring edible nutmeg on the road out here to Woodbridge, Connecticut, to Oui Charcuterie at Before and After Farms. But I didn't come by myself. I brought my good friend Ryan Kristafer, the host of CT Style, and he's on WTNH.
Chef Plum, what's up, man?
Dude, good to see you, man. You look phenomenal. Oh. You look absolutely unbelievable.
Thank you.
For a pig farm.
Oh, I thought this was the senior center visit.
No, there's pigs, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna make some food. It's muddy. Ryan's gonna go find a change of clothes, and we're gonna see what else we can learn here, hanging out at Oui Charcuterie at Before and After Farms. Oui Charcuterie at Before and After Farms is a family-run organic farm in Woodbridge, Connecticut. Heritage breeds of animals are raised and harvested in a humane, sustainable manner that utilizes holistic management practices.
So this is our property. We're on 13 acres out in Woodbridge. We have a beautiful hillside farm. We grow these awesome hogs, and it doesn't matter what kind of hog you grow. If you finish it on grass or you finish it on nuts, you really want to bring it in and finish it for charcuterie for 30 to 60 days on barley. Well, we use New England Brewing Company's barley from right down the road. I mean, you know from the beers today, we're part of Hooker, but these guys are our neighbors, like Black Hogs. And we come in, we use their barley to finish our hogs, which gives it this bright white fat that doesn't oxidize. So when my wife was looking for a place for us to settle down, we ended up here. And it has enough property in Woodbridge that we're a grandfathered farm. We're allowed to have a nice farm.
Wow.
So swine are part of the history of this property. Actually, this house was moved from across the street over 200 years ago.
Wow.
So as a historic farm in Woodbridge, we started looking at animals, and AJ, he was then at 6 years old, actually he was 5, said, I want to learn how to make bacon. So I went and said, let's go downstairs and make bacon. He said, no, where's it come from? So I showed him and we talked about it. Then we went out to Wamougo School in Litchfield, and they have a Future Farmers of America program.
Okay.
And we talked to the instructor out there, and winter break was coming up, and she was tired of pigs and didn't want to come in for a couple weeks, and we got a steal of a deal and came home with 6 hogs when I'd never had one in my life. So when you do that and you're expecting to have a hog roast and maybe a pig for the freezer, you got 4 more. And that's how the charcuterie interest was born. You need to figure out how to preserve all of this bounty.
Unbelievable.
And so we started looking, and I learned how to salt cure a pig, hang it up, it doesn't need refrigeration, and you could wait till the next harvest. And that was kind of like from seed to seed. I wanted to learn how to take from harvest to harvest. And then people started coming for our parties, and they tried our charcuterie, and you gotta sell it, you gotta sell it. And you know, instead of making a company called Black Market Meats, I made a company called Oui Charcuterie. We got a USDA, and we sell our salami.
Wow, man. I mean, you make it sound so easy, but it's nowhere near that easy.
Years of drama and learning, and you reach out and you learn from your elders. It's something I've never done. My kids are gonna grow up knowing how food is produced and where it comes from and how to make it themselves. Folks out here that want to eat real food need an opportunity to get it, and we're here to provide that. Prepared with passion. I mean every part of it. I live it. That's what we do.
Hey, pigs! Oh, sorry.
These are about 4.5 and 5 months. 6 months, they will be about 200 pounds hanging weight.
See, with your mouth closed, that's rude. Oh,
He's looking
oh
at
my.
my backside.
Oh my.
Felt that one.
There's something magical in here, right?
Yeah, this is.
You can see the smile. You can always tell the guy who knows his pig when he starts smiling.
Now, this isn't human, right?
Supposedly.
So what we have here is now we're in about week 3
Look at that.
of a salt cure and making 2 country hams here.
Look at that.
39 pounds. It won't ever be cooked, and we won't even eat it for 2 years. I won't see this thing. Yep.
Wow. You don't get much more classic, much more just the way it's supposed to be done than right here, right now. So you got a lot of frozen products here you guys do.
Yeah.
These things all look unbelievable. Tell me what you got here.
Oh man, so we turn our pigs into the most amazing products we can. We got spare ribs. We have nitrate-free bacon. We make these chops. We do these 3/4 inch chops, but we do these 1.5 inch double thick chops as well. They're awesome. We got a sweet Italian sausage.
Wow.
A hot Italian sausage, but we got this triple extra hot. You
Okay.
can actually buy a hot that's actually hot.
Even hotter.
That's ours. We got a breakfast sausage we make with Fox Hollow Farms local maple syrup, Connecticut maple syrup. So another collaboration with a local farmer. Cheese and parsley Italian sausage, nitrate-free, filler-free hot dogs.
Casing?
No hot dog burps, natural casing.
Wow, beautiful. Love it.
Then we got kielbasa, smoked by one of the best places in Connecticut. We got pork chops here, and again, nitrate-free bacon.
Now, where can
So
we
all
find
this
this stuff? If someone wants to come, where can we get this stuff from?
You can buy it direct from the farm at beforeandafterfarms.com's website, or you can come and visit us at Orange Farmers Market, at Bethany Farmers Market, and with a little luck, Lori, we're coming to Westport Farmers Market too.
There you go. This salami, the hot salami, is probably one of my favorite things you guys have. So I want to show you an amazing recipe that I came up with to take this and set it off to a whole new level. You ready?
Great.
All right, so first we're going to open this up, right? Take it like this. Just get them open. So Matt, when you do this, you take the skin off on the outside, right?
I don't actually.
You don't have to.
Natural casing.
So there we go. So we're going to slice it in half, right? Straight down the middle. And then we're just going to give it a quick run through. All right, so Matt, so do me a favor. Pour some of this in there. Give me about a tablespoon and a half. Just pour it in there. A little olive oil right into the pan. So the key thing with this recipe is to have a hot pan to start. So we're going to take this and put this in the pan, right? There we go, right into the pan. And now we don't want this to sear and be crazy hot and smoke and burn. We just want it to be a little bit warm, so what happens is some of that fat gets taken right out of the sausage. This is gonna be our bowl. We're gonna do a quick mix in here. Ryan, you ready?
I'm ready.
So take those tomatoes. These are beautiful, awesome, little tiny heirloom tomatoes. You can start getting them in the grocery store now. So let's drop them in there. You've done this before.
Once or twice.
That's amazing. That's
It's all
amazing.
because of you that I know.
That's it, that's it. Now throw me a nice pinch of salt right in there. There we go. And now we've got a little shallot right here. Shallots right here. Shallots, as I'm sure you know, Matt, are from the lily family. They're all kind of in the same family as onions, as garlic. So let's give this a little toss around. Can you do that? There you go, give it a little toss. Fresh chopped parsley.
Yes.
And then we're gonna take a little of this beautiful sage right here. And this is right out of my garden, actually. My sage is still growing.
Nice.
And we're just gonna tear that up, Ryan. Just tear it up and drop it in there. Can you do it for me?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. The sausage you can see is rendering down. Rendering means we're taking that fat out of it as it heats up. The fat's coming out of it. You see that yellowness on there? Oh, it's beautiful. It smells fantastic. Here's what we're gonna do. Just throw a little garlic right in the pan. We don't wanna overcook the garlic. We don't want it to turn black. We don't want it to turn brown. We just wanna get that garlic in there, into that oil, into that fat to get a little extra flavor into it. We're gonna finish this salad up. It's really, really easy. So Matt, what I want you to do is pull this off the heat.
Yep.
And now we're gonna put a little bit of this pepper vinegar right in there.
Lovers, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yum.
See what we do, that's stopping that cooking process right now. Let's pour it right into the bowl.
Got it.
All of that there. That's okay. Put it right in there.
Right.
Beautiful. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Business is booming, that's for
Oh,
sure.
This is booming. Major key
Business
right
is
here.
booming. Look at this.
Wow.
Get in there.
That looks
Uh,
good.
So here's what we're gonna do to finish this salad off. It's gonna be unbelievable. We're gonna put this just like that. Look at that. Boom. Now, we take a little of this nice crusty bread, just a little ciabatta. What I do is just tear it up. Keep it simple, just tear it up. It doesn't have to always be pretty slices of stuff everywhere, you know? We're on a farm. Let's have farm food. Let's have simple things. Let it kind of fall the way it goes.
Chunky fun.
Absolutely. And then we're gonna do two things to finish this off. Ready? This needs an unbelievable cheese to go with it. My friend Monica over at 109 Cheese, she's the one who,
Love her.
oh, she's fantastic. She's the one who told me about you guys to begin with. She set me up here with a beautiful smoky blue cheese. Let me tell you something right now. This is just unbelievable. And I'm gonna take our knife, and we're just gonna give it a little twist in there so you can get into it. And then I think we need one more thing to finish the salad off. AJ, what'd you find for me, dude? What'd you got?
I literally forged these shots.
He literally forged these chives. Yes. These are beautiful garlic chives right here on property, huh? There we go. Drop them on there. I'll finish a little of these local microgreens to make it look pretty. Give a little sprinkle of salt. And I always like to finish it with just a pinch of olive oil. Awesome. Guys, get in here. Get yourself a bite. Unbelievable. Wow.
You have to dance too.
That makes me want to dance.
Got the jam.
Makes me want to dance, right? Fantastic local charcuterie right here at Oui Charcuterie at Before and After Farms. Big shout out to my man Ryan Kristafer, the co-host of CT Style and WTNH for coming out, bro. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're going to eat this up, and we'll see you guys next time on Edible Nutmeg on the road. What's up, guys? I'm Chef Plum, and right now I am hanging out at Ambler Farm in Wilton, Connecticut. They've got all kinds of animals, they've got all kinds of produce, and they make the most amazing maple syrup. Join me as I take Edible Nutmeg on the road to Ambler Farm in Wilton, Connecticut.
The Amblers first started moving to this area and creating this farm back in the 1790s. They lived here as gentleman farmers up until Mrs. Ambler's death in '98. When the town of Wilton purchased this, part of what they wanted to do with the farm was to create a wonderful open space for the community, a gathering place, as well as a place that supported education and agriculture, and that's one of the things that we do.
Everything is about community, and when we can get the kids involved, we actually get the parents involved. And probably our best program that we do is our maple sugaring program. So we have 500 trees that we tap.
Wow.
We can't collect all that sap.
Yeah.
We have the families collect it. We have the kids collect. We are surviving. We are doing well because they're helping us do well. And families come every weekend to watch the boil down process and sample as we go along, and everybody gets a bottle as a thank you for helping us make the syrup. You want to make sure that every year that you're drilling a hole that you move over to a different spot on the tree.
Okay.
So if I look at this tree right here, this is where I drilled 3 years ago, and it's healed just like a belly button.
Look at that.
You want to get into a different layer of the sapwood.
Yeah.
And once you've tapped for that year, it will actually clog the vascular tissue. You can't use that hole until several years down the road when the sapwood actually grows out a little farther on the tree. Depending on the season, you're going to get anywhere from 6 to 12 gallons of sap per tap.
Right.
Syrup comes in a range of flavors. This being the lightest, and here's the darkest. Now, we're going to cook. We're going to cook with this.
Right.
The flavor is incredible, and that gives you that maple flavor. When you have the lighter flavors, if you pay attention at the very end of sampling this, you'll notice that it has a butterscotch or caramel chaser to it. And later in the season, as the sugar content goes down, you end up cooking it more. It gets darker, it caramelizes, and then you get that true flavor, that true maple flavor.
Right.
We're finding that there's a big movement in our country towards organic products. What's better than maple syrup?
It's fantastic. I mean, you don't get any more natural than that, right?
No.
We don't really grow in the winter. We start early. We have a transplant sale in the very early spring where we start seedlings in our greenhouse in March, April timeframe. And then we sell vegetables from our production garden. We garden about an acre, and we sell those from May through October.
Wow.
Yeah, but we sell both here at the farm and at the Wilton Farmers Market.
You guys are also a not-for-profit.
We are.
So you do a lot of fundraising. What are some of the fun events you guys do?
We do a wonderful sunset dinner in June. This year we did a hoedown with a great tent on top of the hill. It was a gorgeous night. We had a caller and square dancing and the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sometimes we'll have a farm-to-table dinner. We do a wonderful program called Fright Night for Kids.
Oh, I was hearing
October.
about this.
Yeah, it's super fun. Kids come to the farm from 6 to 8. They can pick one of 2 nights. And we have spooky stories in some of the old buildings, a haunted hayride in the dark.
Oh, that's great.
It's super fun. Yeah,
that's great.
We do programs and activities for children of all ages, adults, everybody.
And you guys are open 7 days a week?
7 days a week. That's one of the great things about Ambler Farm that I don't think everybody knows about. We're open 365 days a year, dawn to dusk. Lots of people come, they take photographs, they have picnics. You can come and visit the animals. It's just a wonderful place to come and relax.
So Kevin, are there any differences between like a Connecticut maple syrup versus like a Vermont maple syrup?
I love that question. Our syrup is hands down incredible, and I'm very biased.
Okay.
Think about this. If you take a grape and you grow it on Long Island and make wine from it, it has a flavor. If you take that same grape and you grow it in Connecticut, the wine is completely different.
Right. It's the terroir. It's the ground where it comes from.
Absolutely. It's the atmosphere. It's what's happening in that area. So our syrup, even though it's made from the same maple sap, because it's grown here, could have a very different flavor than what is grown in Vermont. The best way to taste syrup is over vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you put it on pancakes, it has a pancake flavor.
Right.
You want the maple flavor. Now,
And that comes from the reduction process, is how dark it is, correct?
it depends on the sugar content, but yes, from cooking it. And the lower the sugar content, the later in the season, the more you need to cook it, the darker the color, the stronger the flavor.
Wow. Robin, I wanted to come up with a fun recipe. It's football season. My family's hanging out at the house. I wanted to come up with a nice family recipe, and I couldn't think of anything more family than sausage.
Perfect.
Are you a sausage fan?
Love sausage.
You ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Got some slices of bread right here, all right?
Okay.
So do me a favor. I want you to take a pinch of this brown sugar,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Get in there and sprinkle it on there. So she's putting that on there. I'm gonna take a little bit of olive oil here and put it in our hot pan. A little olive oil in there. There we go. Nice. And we've got some beautiful onions here from you guys as well. We've got these guys right here gonna go in the pan, just like that. And then we're gonna take a little bit of our shallots in that pan too. There we go. And of course, chilies from you guys. That's a little serrano in here, which is great. There we go. I'm just gonna saute these guys all together, right? There we go. They're gonna sit right there. Now, our oven is on broil, all right? Broil, heat from the top, not from the bottom. Let's get our breads in here and we're gonna toast these off, right? There you are, let these guys get nice and hot in there. As these guys are in this pan, these things are starting to cook down. You can see they're getting hot and browning a little bit. A little garlic, right? And now, a little bit of Ambler Farm maple syrup. You ready? Here we go. About a tablespoon or so, a little bit more, doesn't matter. We want those sugars to cook down, to get a little caramelized, right? And you're gonna do this part, ready?
Okay.
This is some delicious apple cider vinegar. It came in our field goods bag this week. Give it a little splash in there. So see that little smoke coming out?
Yep.
Oh, it smells delicious, doesn't it? So we're gonna do a technique here called deglazing, all right? So let's get these guys out of the oven. Look at this. Come on. Look at that. See that little bit of juice and that little good stuff down there? What I want you to do is pour about 2 or 3 teaspoons of the maple syrup right on there. There we go. And now give us just a little splash of the vinegar. What happens is we're deglazing that pan and getting all that good little bits up from the bottom of that pan. Smells fantastic. Take a little bit of our sausage mixture right over top of that. Look at that, huh?
Yum.
And I'm gonna get a little bit of that juice too. That's what we want. Let's do it. Wow.
That's good.
That is fantastic. Unbelievable maple syrup right here at Ambler Farm in Wilton, Connecticut. You guys have been so much fun. Thanks for having us. Make sure you check these guys out. This stuff is fantastic. Bring the kids. It's a great family place. Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
You got
It's
it.
great.
Let's do it.
Supporting local farmers and artisans is one of the most important things we can do in any state. If we don't support these guys, we're going to lose them. And not to mention, they make great products.
Join me next time as we take edible nutmeg on the road. I'll see you guys down the road.